Maggie, Don Courtney.
Nice to meet you.
I am excited to have you here. So you're a newer agent, and I think that provides a ton of value for people who are, considering getting into the industry. Tell me about yourself and your background before you got into real estate.
Yeah, well, I graduated from Washougal High School and went straight to Oregon State University. I got a degree in business administration and finance. So going into college, I kind of had an idea already about what I wanted to do, and that was real estate, primarily because I've always been fascinated by it. Trulia, Zillow, it's always my morning newspaper read, right? So I love seeing what's out on the market, kind of the shifts and trends going on, and also just seeing how people turn a house into something personal, right? Plus the little fact that I get a lot of vision and ideas for my own home.
There you go.
Seeing what's out there. So I've always just been intrigued by it, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. So right after college, I ended up getting my license, and there I am.
Gotcha. So even going to college, you would probably come out and find yourself in real estate.
Absolutely.
And you're a local. You said Washougal.
Yep.
So you know the streets pretty well.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you want to concentrate your business in Washington, or do you think at some point you might want to get your Oregon license as well?
Funny you ask. I actually am currently taking pre-licensing courses for Oregon. I have about 10 hours left. And
Gotcha.
So my goal is to pass the exam next month. So I've been licensed in Washington for almost 4 years, back in July of 2022.
Yep.
And then I'm hoping to get my Oregon license as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Why now? What made you decide to get your Oregon license now?
Mainly because my family has a portfolio of rental properties, and they primarily focus on properties in Oregon. And in the past, they thought, oh, it'd be convenient to have my daughter have her license and take me through properties, and she'd benefit from commissions and just getting the experience. So primarily because of them, but I also have family members and peers I went to college with in Oregon, and my primary goal would be to help them as well.
Gotcha. What do you think surprised you most about becoming an agent? Is either different than you thought it would be or very similar?
I would say mainly the day-to-day. You go and you take these pre-licensing courses, you get your license, and you don't use half of the stuff they teach you. It's mainly about contacts and relationships and nourishing those to maintain that business and get future referrals and repeat clients. And it's difficult. Day to day, it's all about staying busy and, meeting people for coffee, adding to your CRM, hosting open houses on the weekends. Real estate's really about what you make it. Your success is solely dependent on how much time and effort you put in. So that's nothing that a course can teach you.
Yeah. What was most intimidating about getting in right out of school?
My age.
Yeah.
I'm young, not as much experience as a lot of people in the market. And that is intimidating because I'm here to prove myself and, establish trust in my friends and family and peers, and just hoping that they, have the confidence in me to help them navigate the home buying process.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So you made the switch to Realty ONE Group about 3-ish months ago.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? What were you looking for?
I was looking for a mentor program and more educational tools and resources. My goal this year is a building year and just expanding my knowledge, meeting new people, having a place that I can come into and work if I want or meet clients, and then being under a mentorship, someone who can kind of take me under their wing and show me the ropes, especially on the listing side because I've primarily worked with buyers. So that's a whole new ballgame for me. And I really wanted someone to kind of show me the ropes.
Is this a different environment than you were in before?
Correct. Yeah. And I loved my past brokerages, but this one specifically offers so many tools and resources. It's almost overwhelming, which I love. So that's why I'm here.
You can get lost in the tools.
Yes.
I tell people, pick 2, 3, 4 of your favorites maybe, and dive in deep, but I don't know how to use all the stuff.
Yeah,
you
right.
can get lost. Were you with 2 different brokerages before?
Well, essentially the same one.
Okay.
I was with Sun Realty.
That's right. It kind of peeled off. Okay.
Yeah, they were amazing. Doors closed, and then I followed my designated broker.
So is that other experience more of a team, or how is it specifically, other than the tools and the tech and mentorship, what else about it was different about the setup?
From my last one, it was an out-of-house brokerage. So my home was essentially my office. I could drive to Chehalis and meet with my designated broker, who was amazing. But I wanted something local and something that I could come into every day. And that's where I found you guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What have you found after 4 years in the business what's the most rewarding part of it? What do you enjoy most? Because you're still in it.
Yeah, absolutely. The most rewarding part is being that trusting figure to help navigate the home buying or selling process for my friends and families and referrals, right? And I'm going to give a little story. So back in November, I just helped a transaction with two of my high school best friends. They bought their first house, single family home in Washougal, so in our original community. And they just had their first new baby girl yesterday, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so just seeing them bring her home, and like I was part of that story, you know, and it's just super rewarding, and giving them the keys and seeing that smile on their face is just unreal.
They got in just in time.
Yeah, exactly. They've been there almost 6 months, so the fact that she was born yesterday and they get to take her home is just crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the real life stuff that's very rewarding. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, helping a first time home buyer or helping someone who I've worked with people that have said, you know, I never dreamed I could own a home.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
like, that's really heartwarming when you work with them
Yeah.
and, you know, help make the dreams come true.
Absolutely.
Were you full time before coming to Realty ONE Group? Or were you part time? Okay.
No, I actually, when I first got my license back in 2022, I was full time for about 3 months.
Okay.
And then I got a full time job in the construction industry, which was great. I worked there for about 3 years. And then I got married in September, and my husband and I decided that now is the time, before kids and before life got crazy, to pursue this full time. And so I've been here about 3 months, and it's been great so far.
So you've had different focuses in the past. You're not new, but you're newly committed, it sounds like.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
You're jumping in with 2 feet.
Yep.
Was it too hard to do 2 things at once? Is that the case? I mean,
yeah, it was tough because I live in Washougal, and I was commuting from Washougal to Lake Oswego every day.
Okay.
I sat in about 3 hours of traffic daily to and from. And it'd be tough because during a transaction, you have tons of calls, tons of communication from lenders, from title, you know, and I found myself trying to multitask my daily full-time job with real estate on the side. And it wasn't fair to either, right? And so now being full-time and my primary focus is on real estate, I feel better about it myself, and just not making that commute anymore, and instead being able to drive to showings in different cities, and it's a weight off my shoulders.
That's exciting to be able to throw yourself into one thing, commit to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you interview other brokerages when you decided to make a move? Because when you made a move, it sounds like you wanted to jump fully into real estate. Mm-hmm. Did you look at a few different companies?
I looked at a few, I communicated with a few, but ultimately Realty ONE Group drew me like right away, because I ended up meeting one of the agents, part of Realty ONE Group, for coffee. She was actually a peer at my high school, a few years older than me, just to reconnect and see where she was at in her real estate career and what works for her. And she is super unbiased, just the kindest, most humble girl. And just talking to her, I knew immediately, like, this is my style. These are the people I want to surround myself with. So I reached out to Realty ONE Group and ended up meeting you and Don, and just, you guys were so welcoming. And you know, when you walk into a room and you meet someone or a group of people and your first intuition is like, this is right, that's what I got.
Good.
Yeah. So
I encourage people to interview with multiple brokerages when they're shopping, because that relationship and the vibe, the feel that you get around those people is important, because you're going to be working with them so much.
Yep.
So you want to be able to pick up the phone and have it be super easy, casual, just you know, get into the conversation, rather than go, I don't know, every time I call Chuck, like, it's annoying, or he talks a bunch, or it's hard, I feel like I'm interrupting him. So that's important. Mm-hmm. What are you most worried about?
I'm most worried about falling behind. I think this year specifically, I'm working on my social media content. There are a lot of creative people out there, and just posting daily, multiple times a day. And I know that's our industry these days. AI is a huge tool, and I'm learning a lot about that. I've attended a lot of trainings and networking events for that. So just staying on top of that, on top of my socials, you know, continuing to network and meet with people, build my village essentially is huge, and something I'm really constantly trying to work on. To just stay up to date and make sure my face is out there and people know I'm in real estate.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there something that you have learned recently that you wish you were explained earlier on in your career?
I guess how many resources are out there. Like title companies are willing to help you, and inspectors are willing to meet with you just to establish the relationship. Like it doesn't have to be a sole professional thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to use me. It's just to put my name out there, you know, say hello and establish relationships. Because I've met a lot of people that are on my vendor team, you know, multiple inspectors, multiple title companies. It's been good, and you don't have to work with, you know, just the first connection you make. You can meet lots of people, kind of like you were saying about brokerages. You want to meet with multiple just to see if it's the right fit for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that.
So people will volunteer their time and their expertise, it sounds like,
Yeah.
if you basically just raise your hand and ask, like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm
show up.
interested in connecting. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been nice.
I think that's very valuable
Yeah.
and very true also.
Yeah.
And you will come across those people again. I mean, whether it's a different brokerage, different agents, or different vendors that you maybe use for a transaction or two, or you connect with them, learn something, and then
Yeah.
go off with someone else, like they will definitely come back around in your sphere.
Absolutely.
The world seems to be smaller than we all
think
think
about
it
that
is.
daily. Yeah.
What are newer agents most worried about?
Kind of like I said, just, you know, not falling behind, staying up to date on the trends, lead generation. It's tough, especially when you're young, you know, making those connections, whether it be at open houses or over social media, or even just people from your past and staying connected with them. Just letting them know that you're a part of the industry and you're willing to help whenever, zero pressure. Yeah, not falling behind.
Can you tell me about a time someone has helped you out professionally?
Well, yeah, for example, I met with a title representative. She's their business development coordinator over at WFG, and she sat with me for coffee to kind of go over my social media content, Instagram, Facebook, had me make a Realtor .com profile, Zillow profile, and then I'm meeting with them today to kind of go over my home and Google business profile, just getting my name out there as well, because I did have a name change, and if you look up my old maiden name online, it shows up and I'm an agent and I was part of certain brokerages, but you look up my new name and there's nothing. So we're working on that.
You got to build it up.
Yeah.
What good habits do you think a real estate agent needs that you have? I mean,
Specifically getting up early. I think, you know, early bird gets the worm. I'm up at 4:45 every day. Have my cup of coffee or 2 or 3, get dressed, either come into the brokerage, get started on my pre-licensing coursework, look at Trulia and Zillow because it's my morning newspaper read, and just, you know, stay up to date on what's going on in the industry. Make contacts, meet with people, give yourself a schedule daily. Don't just wing it, you know, have a set to-do list and you'll feel way more accomplished by the end of the day.
what do you think holds agents back sometimes?
Not having a set schedule, you know, just free willy it. And that's tough because sometimes you'll feel like you're just not doing anything with your day, and it's hard and easy to get distraught and just defeated because there's a lot to do, and you know, it's not going to happen unless you do it. So
you can do anything, you can chase everything. I get a bunch of good ideas, but if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't get done. And so I agree with you. The scheduling and the structure is important because you can spin your wheels thinking about all of the, could I do this? Would I do this? Should I do this? You can do anything, but once you kind of get started and plow down that course, you won't achieve much.
Yeah, and I'm a very structured individual. So going from a full-time, you know, desk job to real estate where there's a lot of flexibility involved, extremely difficult. So just holding yourself accountable and making sure you set a structure for yourself is huge.
What lesson have you learned that has surprised you in real estate?
Not everyone that you know and you're really close with will use you. You know, sometimes people feel that others are a better suit for their business and their goals that they're trying to attain, and that's okay. It's kind of just up to you to market yourself and vouch for yourself and show that, you know, you're confident and you're ready to do the job for them, whether that be a friend, family, or just a stranger.
Is there a belief that you've had to work on in your own life changing?
Probably just, I'm a people pleaser by heart. You know, I have a heart for service. I want everyone to be happy and just excited. And I think it's a confidence thing for me because I'm new and I have a few, you know, transactions under my belt, but maybe not the same experience that someone else in my office has. It's hard because, you know, you want to establish that confidence and trust, but people are going to think what they want, and maybe they feel someone with more experience is better for the job.
Yeah.
So I think just trying to turn my mindset and say, no, like, you're good, you got this, you're going to excel in this career has been tough, but good for me.
What do you think consumers misunderstand about the real estate industry or real estate transactions?
That we're all just out for money. Yeah. That's not what we're in this to do, at least not me. And I just want everyone to know, like, my goal is to help you navigate one of the biggest milestones in your life.
Yeah.
And it's exciting equally for me. Like,
Yeah.
seeing you accomplish that, it's huge. And especially with the affordability factors. And it's tough to purchase a home these days with rates and, you know, what prices they're going for. But the fact that you're able to do that to start your next chapter is really what means everything to me.
Okay, so buyer reaches out to you. They think they might be ready to go in a few months. They're not really sure, you know, what the process is like. What is one or two things that you tell them right away up front?
Right away, I tell them to talk to a lender.
Okay.
Make sure they have either been pre-approved, which I highly suggest, or at least pre-qualified, kind of given a direction on their budget, how much they can afford, and where they sit. After that, I tell them to talk to agents, interview them, choose which one fits best for you and your goals, hire that agent, and then establish kind of your criteria, you know, your budget, you know, what you're looking for, what areas, you want to be close to schools, you know, your business. And then the fun part, start touring homes.
That is the fun part.
Yeah,
That is
that's
the
my
fun
favorite
part.
part.
Yeah. Is there a home type that you like? Are you drawn to older homes, farm homes, newer homes?
Yeah, I personally love farm homes. I love the ranch style with lots of character. So an existing home. I'm not a huge fan of new builds only because to me they all look the same. There's some beautiful new builds, but sometimes you can get way better deals with, you know, builder financing and flex cash and stuff. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And what works for somebody might not work for someone else. So
Yeah. What's been the best investment that you've made in yourself or your business?
my brokerage change, it's been eye-opening, and I have so many tools and resources that I can utilize in my business and help me grow.
In hindsight, would you have switched brokerages sooner?
Probably a couple of years ago, actually. But it's hard to tell because I was in a full-time job. So
Yeah.
I needed a consistent
That was a
income.
bigger part of, I think,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shift.
So it's difficult to say yes when really I wasn't at that point in my career.
Yeah.
So I think making the switch when I did was the perfect timing. And now that I'm full in, it's been great.
Was it hard to change? Was it difficult?
No, the conversations are difficult. Meeting with different brokerages and trying to decide which one is best fit for you is nice. It's a little hard. It's a little overwhelming because you want to make the right decision. And then going back and having that conversation with your current brokerage and saying, you know, this is what's best for my business. I need to make this change. It's hard, but they always understand. They want you to succeed in your career. And that's what I really appreciated. But the whole transition over to a new brokerage is not difficult.
Yeah. What do you like about working with other agents?
I like bouncing ideas off of one another. I actually have a group chat with a bunch of local real estate women, and it's a really fun group chat. We bounce ideas off of each other. You know, hey, this happened today. What would you guys do? Hey, I don't have time to run this by my principal broker right now, I'll shoot them a text later, but in hindsight, what would you guys do for this? And I love that because we're all just connecting and, you know, like I said, bouncing ideas off of each other, and maybe something that might not be urgent, but when we have time, can help out. So, yeah.
That's great, I think. I think because, I mean, even I've been in it over a decade, and you'll hear the phrase like, no two deals are the same.
Exactly.
And it's absolutely true. You will continue to learn. You will continue to, you know, find nuance in deals, and stuff changes too. Paperwork changes. Paperwork changes across soon to be 2 states for you. Laws change. The ways consumers behave change. AI is changing things. So I think that's smart to connect with other people and continue to, you know, poke them, prod them for information, because it will help you get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything you would have forced yourself to do early on in this industry that you didn't?
You know, I probably would have forced myself to try outdoor knocking around my neighborhood, or even passing out flyers or little goodie bags at local events. I think that's a good way to get your name out there, but it's tough because you're constantly talking to people and having conversations that maybe they don't want to have. Maybe you knock on their door and, oh no, don't bother me today. But it just takes 1 or 2 or 3 people to, you know, establish a good connection and then have them remember your name, you know, keep your business card, whatever that may be. So probably just, doing the nitty gritty old traditional stuff between door knocking, open houses, you know, little magnetics for your fridge. I don't know.
Are you door knocking now?
No, and I know it's tough. It's tough for me, but something I could implement in the future.
It's time consuming. Some agents love it, some agents don't. I think it's easier to do what you like and what you're gravitated towards, whether that is your church group, your pickleball team, your gardening club, your women's group. If you find yourself enjoying those and gravitating towards those, as long as you can, you know, continue to expand your reach and expand your network, that's probably an easier path than forcing yourself to do something that, by golly, I've thought about doing it for years and I'm not going to.
If it's like pulling teeth, I'm never going to want to do it. It's not going to benefit me in the long run. So,
what's it like to work with you?
Hopefully a good time. I'm zero pressure ever. You know, I'm here whenever you need me, when you need me. I'm caring, I'm welcoming. You can ask me any question. There are no stupid questions. And sometimes I might not have the answer, and I need, you know, my support or my mentor to help me out too, because I'm constantly learning. So just understanding that I'm here for you whenever you need me, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to make it a nice transition and easy, hopefully. So,
how do buyers and sellers get a hold of you if they're interested in chatting with you?
Yeah, you can contact me on my cell phone at 360-241-9892, or my email, which is MAGGIECOONSREALTOR@gmail.com.
We'll also put that in the link below so people can click on it there.
Awesome.
Super. I appreciate you chatting with me, sharing some knowledge, sharing some information about your tenure in the industry, your switch, the fact that you're jumping into it full speed ahead. Jumping fully into it. And yeah, we should revisit this in a year and see how you've done after a year at ROG and what's changed now that you're fully committed to the biz.
I would love that. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Really fun.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.